For all film-related interviews, content, and reviews, please subscribe to Pooja Talwar.
Good to catch you both. Your fans have sent me a whole lot of questions, but उससे पहले मैं अपने सवाल पूछूंगी. So, what can we expect in season 2 from what are you properly? You guys are actually called, Sydney, right? That's what you're called. Yeah, Sydney. So, what can we expect from Sydney in season 2?
We can expect more of Sydney in season 2 and the hotter Sydney and the better Sydney and the fighting Sydney, because it's always been lovey-dovey and too much in love, but this time Sydney is fighting.
So yeah, totally.
Ravi, I saw this major transformation happened. Yeah, really, like literally getting under the skin of the character. It looks like Sid is a little more menacing in this, is it?
Do you think so?
Yeah, well, you have to see his like 6-pack. Yeah, is it 8-pack or is it a 12-pack? I don't know. I mean,
it's just a 2-pack.
Savage. Savage workouts and all that. Look.
और उसमें भी इतना crib before removing clothes, before giving body shot, इतना cribbing that it just gets on you. मतलब, where do you want to reach beyond this, उसके बाद when we all were in our bikinis and this thing, so sir को भी थोड़ा सा जोश आ गया, and that's when he's actually gone ahead and, shown his body on screen.
Awesome.
He's very fussy. He's very fussy. He's very, very fussy.
So Ravi, बताओ, देखो.
I'm not fussy. I'm actually just kind of underconfident when it comes to that. That's Nia's always known that. I'm a little underconfident when it comes to kind of.
तुम दूसरों का confidence down कर दो, तुम वो इंसान हो. You're talking about you being underconfident. Shut up, Ravi. Stop being so modest.
I'm telling you, man. I'm not being modest. I'm telling you. I just feel so awkward when it comes to stuff like this. That.
Yeah, right. Roz Instagram पे एक वीडियो होगी just showing his back and everything. वो उसका signature style is just showing his back and his pecs and every biceps. But वो front, when you tell him to remove for a shot, then he'll create all kind of havoc and he'll go all berserk and shy and ये नहीं करूँगा और वो नहीं करूँगा. I don't know what he's up to, but he's done it.
No, it's no such thing. I could do a lot of things because Nia was constantly there pushing me and telling me, "Hey, what the." I'm not going to say, yeah. So you see, in one scene, she was like, "I'm not doing this scene if she's not removing his shirt." अगर वो नहीं करती तो नहीं होता था. There were no body shots. खाली gym में रह जाती body.
But what I mean, as she said, we can expect more drama, more revenge, more romance. But it's been like successful for 3 years, and after 2 years, it's got a digital spin-off. So what do you make of this transition, Ravi and Nia, both of you?
You want to take that, Nia?
Yeah, I'd say that I've been saying that, and I've been constantly telling everybody that I'm so glad that I held on to a TV show, which would have such a longevity in the long run. We didn't know this back then, 7 years ago when we had done the show. So, all thanks to Z5 that has come up with this initiative to bring back their iconic characters from TV and put them on digital platforms so that we have once again connected with the fans that were left heartbroken once when Sydney went off air, or any other iconic couple of that Z time when they go off air. So all we have on TV is like a massive fan following. So those fans have always been there with us, by us, sending us so much love. So I think it's a best way to connect with them in a better avatar, in a better shade, and in very keeping in today's times alive. So the flavor has changed, the storyline has changed, and it's very much impactful as keeping in mind today's scenario, I would say. So yeah, it's a great move.
What do you have to say about this, Ravi?
The same, more or less, but of course, evolution, change is the only constant, as they say, and this is a much more evolved version of the television franchise that we used to have. And I'm lucky to be working with Nia. It's been a great experience. Like I keep saying, we've shared this palette of emotions, the entire gamut of emotions, and that probably gives us a whole lot of freedom with each other. And in all kind of scenes, I'm saying the tragic ones, the intense ones, after working for so many years together, I think we know each other's impulses really, really well. So because if the core is sorted, if the core, which is your lead pair, is sorted, a lot of things they kind of begin to align with that. So therefore, I'm again and again, I keep saying that I'm thankful that I'm working with Nia. She will continue to be my favorite co-star, and that Jamai has given me.
So one of your fans, Candy, has asked me कि तुम दोनों एक दूसरे को praise करते रहते हो, what you like about each other, but what is that one thing that annoys you about each other? सब आपके fans कह रहे हैं बहुत सुन लिया that they actually gel so well, but एक चीज तो होगी ना?
एक
Nia,
एक नहीं है,
तू बता एक नहीं है तो
हजारों है, she
you
said.
really hit the button here. Now see her go. Now see her go at it.
I've been asked to behave, and because we are promoting our series, so we have to be all praises about
You don't
each
have
other.
to. I'm giving you complete liberty to misbehave, Nia. Go for it. As if anybody can tell you to behave.
As much as I've been on and on about Ravi and how good he's in, how hot he's in, and how much comfort I have with Ravi, there are things that are attached to Ravi, and he's also at the same time very, very difficult to work with. Let me also come and it's his obsession with work. It's what he wants to do, and
that's a good thing, yeah. Obsession with work.
It's an amazing thing, ma'am. It's an amazing thing. So I sometimes get torn between whether to be irritated with him or to learn from him this tactic. So he's all about he would rehearse his scenes so well. He's just on, and he's very much into it. While I would rather come and just rehearse for like 2-3 times, and I just want to go for it. So we are different while we work. We're two very different individuals with very different ways of working. But these are few things that probably annoys me at times. But when I think calmly, when I come back home, and when I think in a longer this thing, he's the one who also inspires me. He's the one who I want to be like in the long run. And when you want to achieve something, this is the dedication. This is the level of dedication that I probably require. So I'm saying these are both things that these go hand in hand. Also, something which is very annoying about him also is very inspiring. So yeah.
ये देखो praise कर दी. Annoyance में भी वो कहते हैं ना compliment ही दे दिया, या तो फायदा क्या हुआ?
हाँ भाई, अब how do I share anything annoying about her? इतनी अच्छी बातें करती है इसने मेरे बारे में.
सही में.
So क्या बोलूं यार, निया तू ही बता. मेरे को तो कुछ भी annoying नहीं लगता तेरे बारे में. I enjoy her company on set. I enjoy her company off set. I mean, if you would have met me in the August of 2014, 7 years ago, I could have given you a whole list. But
we were ready to kill each other. We were ready to. I would go around.
If it was legal, we probably would have. If it was legal to kill each other, we probably would have gone with it.
If this interview was happening 7 years ago, I would have refused to give this interview and even face him or be on the same page.
Why so?
Because we wouldn't see each other eye to eye. We were so much so that I had at one point pledged to not work with him ever again in life, and this and that. We were so bad. We were so bad. No, but I couldn't stand his side, and I'm sure and I would irritate the hell out of him. मतलब वो ना मेरे मुंह पे ऐसे, I'm running out. He would go all out and crazy and berserk, to show his hatred, and so did I. मतलब we have misbehaved with each other, and I think मेरे को बाद में शर्म आती थी ये सब सोचते हुए भी. When our animosity dissolved, and we kind of I would show so ashamed to even face him, or to even say hi or to greet him. तो मैं बाद में इसलिए greet नहीं करती थी क्योंकि मुझे शर्म आती थी of the things that I had done, of the hatred I had shown towards him.
But what was that one thing? What brought this on?
Again, the same level of his dedication of working and rehearsing like 100 times, and it would just probably it wasn't me.
वो जो क्लास में बच्चे होते हैं ना जो हर सवाल के लिए अपना हाथ उठाते हैं, दोस्त
हाथ खड़ा कर देते.
प्रवी देखो.
No, but I have to say honestly one thing. There was not a single day that I hated Nia. I may not. No, I never hated Nia. Now let me make her feel a little more bad.
I know.
I never hated Nia.
Ravi,
I'm telling you that I never did. Not even for a single day. Now I completely realized that there was
scenes in my face.
Agreed. That wasn't. You know what? Being impulsive, having impulsive reactions. That doesn't mean that I ever hated you. I recognized your potential from the first day. I respected you as an actor from the first day. I respected you as a person from the first day till the last day. But that doesn't mean that every person you would respect and give regard to, you have to get along with. We never got along. I agree. And there were those massive impulsive reactions that even I have thrown. That that I can't do this. I need my 15 minutes, 20 minutes. I would go out of the set, come back again. All right, sir, let's go grooming now. So there have been those moments. I agree. But even during that time, I had my respect and regard. I never ever hated her. Of course, now though I'm extremely, extremely fond of her. So And
Maybe I would just say I've
it's
grown. I was just too childish back then. Now I'm childlike, but I'm not childish anymore. I think I've
Never,
grown. So
never
I would
actually lose the child in you. Seriousness से कुछ नहीं मिलता जिंदगी में. तो आपके एक fan,
never do.
I mean,
Which is why
you
उसका
agree,
ये
right?
childlike nature ही है निया का. That is why I yeah, absolutely agree. This is why she is different from everybody else in the industry. The
True.
entire army of people who's there, who's trying to measure every word that they are saying, who's trying to keep a facade at everything. It's sad, but everybody is doing that. You can count on Nia to never do that. Never, ever. No matter who she's facing, no matter who she's sitting across the table with, it's a unique quality nobody else has. I don't have it.
एक चीज मैं तुम दोनों से पूछना चाहती हूँ. Your fan following on social media is enormous. It's enormous. But a lot of your colleagues say, आजकल being an actor is not about acting. It's making yourself being seen. क्या post कर रहे हो, क्या लगा रहे हो? Do you also sometimes, both of you, as performers, get overwhelmed by this exercise की has to be posted जो literally it's like जो दिखता है वो बिकता है types. Do you think it takes away from the act?
Ma'am, if I talk about myself, I'm sorry. If I talk about myself, I'm addicted to Instagram for my very own things, for the kind of things I wear, for the kind of my makeup I do, and I like to post it out. But I never have taken it my agenda or a massive desperate attempt to be out there and be seen like how other people do. How other people, मतलब वो पागल ही हो जाते थे. मतलब लॉकडाउन में तो what we've seen, and going overboard with house chores, ये बना दिया वो बना दिया. We've seen it all. We've seen people going, मतलब वो gym की अभी हर दिन stories है तो वो gym, how to go to the gym, and their weight is not even reducing by 1 inch. So their workout is clearly not working out, but then going on to teach the world, that we work out with this. मतलब get real here, yeah, get real, get some results, bloody, and then like. If you talk about men at least make a fine body, and then you see their videos on Instagram, you are relatable. If Ravi has finally, after 7 years, he's putting some stories and videos on Instagram, we see the result, man. He's a changed man. He didn't look like this 7 years ago. He was bloated. His face he was just a chubby.
Now I know. What is endearing about it is the stark honesty.
But if you see, अभी आप देख लो ना, it's right there. आप 7 साल पुराने हमारे clips उठा के देख लो from TV. I look like this girl who didn't know a iota of makeup. मुझे लगता था मेरे को तोप makeup करना आता है. I would wear those hideous lipsticks. It wasn't working. I looked bad. And of course, so I'm saying Ravi and I, where we stand today, I mean, look at him, man. I'm saying he's the hottest guy around right now. And I also learned a little bit more about, how to present myself and everything. So we've changed by leaps and bounds. But coming back to the point, my idea of Instagram is loving it. Whatever I love, I put it out there. But I will never be desperate कि दिखना ही दिखना है. मौत ही आ जाएगी अगर कुछ नहीं डाला तो.
Ravi, what's your take? And I want to know what is Sargun's take with getting so much of female attention from across. She's like,
she's proud.
So she loves. If she's very proud. She's very proud. She's more than happy, and so Sargun is, I think, Nia just said it in an interview. I was watching it online. You were at, you was, I think, speaking to Siddharth Kanan,
yes,
where she said that Sargun is a badass wife, which I couldn't agree more. I think she's she doesn't fit in that जो pharma या एक वो है ना एक periphery है. Wife के parameters हैं जो society decide करती है. वो ऐसा कुछ नहीं है.
She's just so cool.
Yeah, she's just.
वो तो बोल देगी ले जाओ मेरे पति को, वो ऐसी है, this is so cool about her. She's just so not fussy about मेरा पति सिर्फ मेरा है, I've never seen that.
एक पिक्चर आई थी वैसे वो ऋषि कपूर वाली, हाँ मेरा पति सिर्फ मेरा है. But Ravi, आप बताओ, with social media pressure, you remember that मेरा पति सिर्फ मेरा है, थी एक picture with that, that girl had a chutiya that went like this. But anyways, we're talking about social media. What is your take on that? What's your take on that?
I think it's a necessary evil, but I would take the same page out of the same what Nia has just said. I'll just kind of extend on that. Is that that obsession to be somebody else on social media is completely unhealthy. It's a medium for you to express yourself. It's a medium for you to kind of everybody needs a vent sometimes. Everybody needs to talk about it's completely healthy to talk about what's going on in your life. There's no hassle in that. But when you put on a complete facade, like a farce, again, kind of being so pretentious on social media. For example, I would say about, again, Nia, is that she is somebody who's got a massive fan following on social media. but she has, I don't think she ever kind of puts out a post which is not an extension of herself. मैंने कभी उसको देखा ही नहीं. वो बातें भी जो लिखती है वो मैं, I can almost imagine her saying them. I can almost hear her voice in my head when I'm reading her captions and her posts, because she's as organic and raw in real life as she's on social media. That's a healthy way to be there. There is a good, and जो मैं ये मानता हूँ कि जो पानी आपको नरिश करता है वही पानी अग्रेसिव हो जाए तो सुनामी बन के आपको बहा भी ले जाता है. Everything has a good and bad side. Social media does too. So most people, unfortunately, align themselves to the negative polarity of things, not just social media, but in this case, social media. There's always that option to inspire people. I mean, there may be something good in your life. If you want to talk about that, maybe 100 people sample it, 1,000 people sample it. They might be able to make some change in their life. Therefore, that is the good part of social. I know I follow so many of these pages, and I've made some very pivotal changes to my life after I have seen certain people on social media doing it. There's been a good positive change to my mindset when I see maybe a Ronaldo, when I see maybe, I saw this one transformation video by Hrithik Roshan. I'm glad he put it on social media. Otherwise, who would have known that, he's made that transformation and gone. So there's a good and bad side. I think we should have the intention of aligning with the good side of it, not the evil side of it.
True. And talking about good and bad.
Sorry, I'm a classic case of verbal diarrhea.
No.
Just go on and on.
It's inspiring as you call yourself you call yourself an infinite being, a miracle worker, and it's nice to actually, get motivated. And you spoke about love, and there is revenge also in your show that we were just discussing, the good and the bad. So Apu has asked, which is the character from your show you both are actually rooting for? Don't talk about as Siddharth and Roshni, but as Nia and Ravi. Who is that character you're actually rooting for? For you, love wins or revenge wins?
Love wins for me. And like I said, that I've seen a very dynamic side of Roshni in this season. So I'm rooting for her. I've been verbally rooting for her. And when we are talking amidst ourselves also internally, we are rooting for Roshni's character. And you'll soon see when the show comes out that she's really, really beautifully performed in the season. So as a character, as well as an actor, I'm rooting for Nia and Roshni both. So.
Nia, who are you rooting for? Now she'll say Siddharth. Or is there anybody else?
No, she's going to say Roshni.
I'm rooting for myself.
No. But I mean, you can call it bias, but yeah, I mean, I always felt that somewhere Roshni has as Nia also, I would say, I've not gotten enough chance to perform in Jamai. And that was always my that was always my complaint. And somehow I was somewhere not happy about certain things, not getting to perform, as well as I could. But this season, I have, and I did whatever I could in my capacity. And I will say that, yes, I am rooting for Roshni because I feel somewhere content and happy with how her character has shaped up and come up suddenly, So yeah.
और आपके फैंस ने ये भी पूछा, आप लोगों ने शोज कर रहे हैं, वेब शोज कर लिए हैं, आपने रियलिटी शोज कर लिए हैं, टीवी कर लिया है, फिल्म कैसी करना चाहेंगे दोनों टुगेदर? दे कॉल यू नीवी. नीवी में कंफ्यूज हो जाती हूँ. Yes. So what can we expect the two of you to do next?
Actually,
will there be a season 3 also? They want to know.
Yeah.
Why not?
मैंने कल ही बहुत सारे interviews दिए, and they asked me the same question. I ended up saying that I want to play more of real characters, like a biopic. Then I heard Ravi's interview yesterday. वो same चीज बोल रहा था. I said, what are the odds and how so likely can we think, So yeah, our answer is probably the same. And I just realized that he said it the same thing. Hum being apart also, we are being away from each other. We are kind of giving the same answers every
Thinking, yeah.
Awesome. So which is the real character you want to play, Ravi? A biopic that you both want to do?
No, I don't think, in my case, I don't think I have a very clear answer to it. But what I can say is I want to be a part of an aspirational biopic. I want to play a character that inspires. So because that's the kind of content I love to consume. So I think, I don't know. I don't think I want to play a gangster's biopic or, I don't think I want to do that. I think I want to play an aspirational biopic, maybe a teacher, maybe some kind of who's brought about some kind of a transformation in some corner of the world. That's what I want to play.
Any name that comes to mind?
I really, PV Sindhu is somebody who really inspired the simplicity of those athletes. Do you take a Duti Chand or, so I really want to portray a character like that, like see the simplicity and how grounded they are despite reaching wherever, playing for the country, bringing so many laurels to this thing. So I know I'm not in a position to play somebody like her, but if ever given a chance, I mean, PV Sindhu is somebody I really would want to play, and I know I have been an athlete. But also, if you go on a other side, I think I would love to play Priyanka Chopra in real life.
Awesome.
I would have to do her biopic one day, and I know it will get made. I mean, where she is, but what she's doing, I think one day it'll be there.
True. Ravi, aap batao, koi nahi naam aaya as we are talking.
About the aspirational part, there are so many names I can just go on and on, but which is why I don't have a very clear answer to who, but I know what. The parameters or the traits of the character is what I said. But
I
when
think
it
Ravi
comes to
Dubey will do his own biopic.
No, that's not happening. I'm doing one right now.
Ravi Dubey will play Ravi Dubey.
It's an autobiopic. One of a kind.
It'll be super cool, yeah.
Which is this one? Please tell us about it. Have I missed something?
No. I'm saying that I'm engaged in an interview where I'm playing myself. It's kind of a biopic.
Oh, sorry, मैं like. Anyways,
but having said that, जो Nia का answer था about her being playing Priyanka Chopra, that's one thing that I'm fairly clear about. I would love to do a biopic on Raj Kapoor. So yeah,
wow.
So I'd love to do that. I don't know if nature and universe provides me with that kind of an opportunity sometime in the future, but I'd love to do that.
You're a miracle worker. You're a miracle worker. You'll manifest that. तो जाते जाते आप दोनों ये बता दो. TV अभी आप लोगों ने कर लिया है. Now this whole digital wave, do you think it's exciting for actors? Because I know अब तो lines blur हो गई हैं. Nobody's TV, nobody's digital, nobody's an actor is an actor. Are you looking forward to this thing? Do you think going forward there will be more offers? Things have a way better. It's like, the world is your oyster. The sky is the limit.
Absolutely, it is.
Yeah,
I mean,
absolutely. Yeah.
Things have become edgier. I would any day can expect an OTT bringing a project to me, where I would actually get to play what I've always probably think of and how I probably expect myself to go out there and what I want to do. So I know one day there will be things, and we can always go out there and play. Like, it's all edgy, there are no restrictions, no boundaries, and OTT is an all-out platform. And someday or the other, we're all going to do what we have actually bloody planned, So everybody's getting a chance to just prove themselves right now, and it's a boon in actors' life in the industry.
Yes, Ravi.
The same, actually, like she said, it's a boon in all actors' lives, and so many people. I think I've said it again and again, and I'm going to candidly say it again. I think the film medium can get a bit prejudiced sometimes, and therefore a lot of people who should be getting the platform and the opportunity and the stage to actually showcase their skill set, a lot of people were devoid of that. And thank God for OTT coming into play. Again and again, I've said television was always a medium that had no prejudice. It used to embrace without prejudice. And me and Nia, we are both products of television. Sargun, a product of television, now doing so well.
Yes.
In the film space also. So I think with OTT coming in, it's a great marriage between these two platforms that were the part of the same entertainment industry, but yet different. So, people from this side are getting opportunity to showcase their skill set. People who were otherwise devoid are getting fantastic lead roles, and they are really winning hearts across the world. I mean, look at Jaideep Ahlawat for that matter, Manoj Bajpayee sir for that matter. I say maybe a film can get you a Filmfare, but an OTT show is getting you an Emmy.
Yep.
So I think it's a great boon. Everybody, now the world is your stage for all actors.
Absolutely. All the very best. So can we expect a season 3 now? Chate?
Yeah, definitely.
Looking forward.
I'm announcing it already.
Chalo, announce ho gaya. Season 3 we look forward to. So we'll meet you for Jamai 0.02 या 03 के लिए मिलते हैं फिर. मैं उससे पहले I hope और मुलाकात होगी.
Not point.
I know, sorry, my bad. इसके बाद I just hope we meet in person before that. वो पता नहीं वो season next year कब मिलेगा. आपको 2 साल तो लगा. I hope that would be quicker now.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Pooja.
Bye. Thank you so much. Bye.
If you've liked this interview, please like, share, and subscribe. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram.